today, the NBA seems to be at its peak. Right now, it's very popular all over the world. Why do you think it is that NBA basketball is so popular around the world, whereas our Major League Baseball and professional football isn't quite as global a sport?
Well, I think part of the reason is that it's been an Olympic sport since the 1930s. I think that's made a big difference in that it's a sport that has been played around the world. It was actually invented by Christian missionaries. James Naismith was a Christian missionary, and the game was shortly after it was invented in Springfield, Massachusetts, brought to China. And so it's been global since its earliest days. And I think when you think of the two most popular global sports, I don't think it's an accident that both involve round balls, one you kick and one you shoot, use your hands. And I think there's almost something evolutionary about it, about round balls. And I think most people, even if you're not a basketball player, whether it's your balling up paper and shooting it into a garbage can, or your little kid. I have a young daughter. When she sees a ball, she kicks it, or she picks it up and she throws it. And I think part of it is the simplicity of the game. I always say, for people who grew up in the States, there's a reason they use basketball in gym class, because it's a way to get all the kids quickly involved. It's at least, again, incredibly difficult to master, but at least the concept of it is to, you dribble the ball and then you shoot it into the basket, and it doesn't require a large amount of space. You can practice it on your own. Parents encourage it, and administrators and coaches, because it requires you being physically fit. And lastly, it's a team sport. And I think, and this is where we've had a lot of success outside the United States, because it's often the government that is running. I say the U.S. is one of the few countries where there isn't a cabinet level person who's a sports minister. Most countries where we do business, there's a minister of sport that I deal with, and there the government plays a large role in deciding what sports the populace is going to be involved in. And I think because of the values of this sport, because of physical fitness, and especially because it's a team sport, it's something that societies think is very important in getting people to learn to work together.